everybody, and welcome back to Sanctum Stitching, where modern meets vintage. I'm Fawn.
I'm Marianne.
And this is episode number 24, almost to 25. So exciting. As always, we are so happy to be here with you today. We're so happy that you chose to tune in, and I think we've got a lot of whips to talk about. Marianne, what are you celebrating this week?
Well, right now that we got this situated, I'm not running back and forth between the living room and here. This week I'm celebrating that in Ohio we now have gotten the vaccine, and they have started giving it to some of our frontline workers, the doctors and nurses and such. So I think that's a good thing for us to be excited about here. And I'm grateful for that. And that Joe and I went and got our final shingle shot on Saturday. So we're all shingled out now here.
Nice. No shingles.
No shingles. Except on the roof.
Where they should be.
Yes.
I realized I didn't think about what I was going to celebrate until I asked you. And then I was like, oh no, I should have thought about this. I think I'm celebrating that last week I got to spend some time socially distanced with Marianne, but it was just so nice to see her in person and see the dogs and share some tea. And was it Welsh biscuits or Scottish?
It's Walker's shortbread.
Oh, shortbread so cookies. Good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm celebrating. Yeah. Shortbread cookies.
They're wonderful.
Yeah. I do not have any new starts this week. Do you?
No. No.
Okay, right on the same page. No. How about work in progress?
Okay, Lane, if you're looking, look away, look away. I told her.
Bye, Lane.
Bye, Lane. Don't look. I'm making progress on this here now pillow cushion cover.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Okay. The little owl is almost through. When he gets done, when he gets finished, we're done.
Wow, so you're almost there.
Yeah, I'm getting there. So I changed a little bit on it. I decided not to outline his eyes the same way this is all done in satin stitch here. Mm-hmm. And he's done in just a nice little, let's get together and do a stem stitch sort of thing. And actually for the little owl, I think it looks better too, since he's so tiny.
I agree.
Looking like Papa. So that's what I've got. My Susan B. Anthony sampler is going to have to wait till tomorrow to get worked on, and then be ready for our little get together for that. So
nice.
Yeah, and everything else is just sitting there.
That's tomorrow night, right?
Yes, it is at 7 o'clock, and I just
December 16th.
Yes, December 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I just posted a thing to our group page for that.
Awesome. So if I get this video up in time and you want to join us, I'm gonna try to get there tomorrow. Maybe Marianne will remember to text me so I remember, and then I'll actually be able to go. But yeah. We're going to transition that Facebook group that was the Susan B. Sampler Facebook group into more of a general group. I'm not sure if it'll be Sanctum Stitching specific or Sampler general, but really just a place for us to be able to connect more with you instead of just through the comment section, which is a little more one-sided. So if you were on Facebook and would like to join us, as always, the link is in the description below, and we would love to see you over there.
Yes, we would. We really would, and make more friends.
Absolutely. So I worked on 3 different things this week. The first one is Peppermint Pals with Thy Needle and Thread, which I think is Brenda Gervais. And I really should have took it out of my hoop before we got on this call, because I should have, but I forgot. So here we are.
Well, 20 lashes with a wet noodle, you know.
I know. So here's where I'm at.
That's looking good.
There you go.
Yeah, you got a lot of there. That's better. Yeah.
So I've got the top done. Almost all of his body except for one leg and his pants. But the snowman himself is done. And then we have to finish up the snowman head that he's holding. But I really like this. I got burnt out a little bit, which, I mean, there's a lot of white to stitch, so it kind of makes sense that I did get burnt out. But at least I made sure to finish the white, so that way when I do pick it back up, it won't be taxing, and it should be pretty quick once I get back to it.
Well, I think it helps that you have a fabric that's not all white.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, because otherwise you would be going nuts.
Oh,
And
white on white, I probably wouldn't even bother.
not even thinking, but it really, that fabric, you can see the sparkle in it, and that's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And so I would like to finish it. I don't want to say by Christmas because I think that's a little ambitious, but by the end of the year, definitely by the end of the winter. So as long as I feel called to it again, that should be easy to do. And then the next one I worked on was the Unicorn Tapestry by Tiny Modernist. And this one, I keep feeling like, oh, I've got so much done. And then I take it out of the hoop. I'm like, I don't got a lot done. So this one, I think I do have quite a bit. It's just when you see the whole fabric, it doesn't seem like it.
You do have a lot. You really do.
Let me, if I put this on the back, maybe it'll help.
Yeah.
So I
like
got a
that.
puppy, a bird. There's a lot of orange that still needs to go in by the flowers.
Yeah.
And I have most of the bunny done down here, and that's where I sort of decided to have my stopping point. So when I get back to it, I'll have the bunny to finish and it'll feel accomplished. But I think I got a little tired of finishing a color and looking at the pattern and thinking I was almost done, and then realizing there was another color that had to go through the whole section. And I was like, we need a break.
Suggestion. You've got more than one needle, don't you?
Yeah.
You've got several needles. Well, this is where you park your needles somewhere. Get the colors out, 2 or 3 of them that you know have to go in that area. And have them just sitting there ready, and you can actually stitch some of those colors kind of at the same time. I know I'm like you. I start working with one color and it's like, oh yeah, let me just get this done. But I think you might want to try doing it where you have 2 or 3 of them right in there that you can just pick that needle up and put that other color in while you're working on that particular portion. Just a thought.
That's definitely a thought. I'm not sure what I want to do.
Ignore it if she wants to, but I won't mind.
I'll never tell. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put it away for a little bit because I really like it. Yeah. And I'm no longer intimidated by the pattern, which I was when I first started, since it was so kind of popcorny. Yeah. So at least now I feel like when I do go to pick it up again, I'll be like, oh, Unicorn Tapestry.
You're good to go. Yeah.
So then, because I had put my 2 like current whips to the side, I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? And I've been watching a lot of people do the whip parades lately. And so I decided I really shouldn't start something. I should pull out something old. And so what I pulled out was the Al Forrest embroidery free pattern for Wizard of Oz, which I haven't worked on this in a very long time. Probably at least, I want to say almost a year maybe. Yeah. And I remember being, again, so intimidated by that pattern and thinking, oh, this is going to take forever. Each part, it looks so difficult. And then I picked it up last night. I was like, oh, what was I thinking? I got this. Yeah. And so here's where I'm at.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
So I finished all of the Good Witch, and then I finished the crow, and now I'm finishing up the scarecrow, which is kind of hard to see with the white, but yeah. And I think he looks a little funny right now with just a head, a neck, and pants. Yeah. But I think Sean and I have been watching Survivor while we're stitching at night. Because Survivor you pay attention to, but you don't really pay attention to Survivor. So I think if we put that on tonight, I could definitely get this part finished up, which would be really cool. Well, and I think I definitely feel accomplished if I did
Glinda the Good Witch looks very pretty.
Yeah, I wish she would show up better. on the screen. Maybe in the picture that we post.
Annette told me today in a message that she was Glinda in a school play, I think it was. She played the Good Witch. So
nice.
There we go. Yes.
Isn't it interesting how things come full circle? Like you never talk about Glinda the Good Witch, and now twice in one day.
Right. There you go.
So interesting.
Yep. Yep.
And that is all I worked on this week. I did not have a finish. You didn't have a finish either, right?
No.
So we're just working away on our whips. And we did get some Stitchy Kindness from Heather, which, oh my goodness, so excited. Did you want to share?
Sure. Thank you for this nice project bag or something to hold things, whatever. You know, it's really, it's a red for the holidays. And then, shall I show the magazine or whatever? We got a neat magazine. Mine says Table Festive 2020. I don't know if yours is the same one or not.
Yep, mine's the same. I'll share if something differs.
Okay.
I'll share what I got.
Okay. It's all sorts of recipes. So I intend to hand this over to Joe, Heather, and let him look through it because he's the one that's always checking those things out.
Yeah, I sat there and read through it for like 45 minutes. It all looks so good.
And I got a nice little thing of, I'm assuming it's like beeswax to, but it's a thread conditioner. So it's, oh, I'm sorry.
I've heard those are very nice.
Yeah. And it's Mrs. Seda, it's well in French. I should be able to read it. I did take French, but it's been a long time.
Mrs. Sadish, isn't she the one that does the hand-dyed silk?
Could be. Could be.
I think she does. I think Jan Higgs talks about her a lot.
Yeah. The thread conditioner. Thank you very much, Heather. I'll get it open in a little while. I got it open once in the living room and I put it back on and I will work with that.
But then we had some technical difficulties.
Yes, I gave up being in the living room again. I don't know whether it's going to take having a laptop in there or a, and I guess I got a separate little, my little thing is different looking from yours, so I'll just show it real quick if that's okay.
Yep, yeah, and then I'll show what I got.
Plaid, buffalo plaid, says 2020 on it, so I can put that on something I'm stitching, and there we go, the black and red.
Yeah, so we got little charms. Marianne says 2020 on it, and mine is a mushroom, and my mom is going to want to steal this from me.
Oh, well, we won't let her do that.
No, maybe I'll just find a project to attach it for her.
Right, that would be good. So, Heather, thank you so much, Heather. Phone's going to show the rest of the goodies.
Oh, yeah, I put it down.
Yeah. I'm making
and so then the other things we got were beautiful cards.
Yes.
Which mine was addressed to myself and my husband. And Heather, when Sean saw that his name was on it too, he was so pumped. So thank you for making his day. We really needed that.
Mine was addressed to me. But Joe doesn't act in our show, you know.
And then the last couple of things that came in here were some candy canes, some Tazo sweet orange tea, which I always drink peach tea, so I'm really excited to try the orange. And there were 2 boxes of Smarties, which Sean and I immediately got into as soon as we opened the gifts. So I only have 1 box of Smarties left.
I still have mine. I saved mine. I'm saving them. I will share with Joe. We had to go to the doctor and Joe had to get his A1C down. So after doing that, he can have some chocolate now.
His reward.
His reward. So thank you, Heather. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Made our day, truly.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing I got that I wanted to share was a Jim Shore Mill Hill ornament from Marianne. And it is so cute. Little snowman and an owl. There's a lot of beads. I really like the colors in it. Let's see. A little hard to see, but they're very pretty. And this is called Snowy Owl Snowman. I'm so thrown off because I feel like we're rushing through, but really we've just been working on our whips this week.
I know.
So I think all that's left is vintage, which I have some this week, but I'll let you go first. I know you had a little bit.
I have a little bit. I then got Joe to get the box down, and I realized I have more than a little bit, but that's okay. I didn't unwrap it all because I didn't want to. This is not needlework. This is paper. It's almost like a paper mache. It was made in Germany.
It's beautiful.
And this is what we hang. Joe's family's had this for years, and we usually put it up above our French doors in the dining room. We have not decorated a lot yet this year because we're not sure what Fritzy will destroy and what he won't now that he's older. So we're taking our time. But I did want to show you, I found this is the infamous Christmas stocking that I made for Joe that took me 8 years to make.
It's gorgeous.
At least. This is needlepoint. And he kept saying, I know I'm going to die the day after you give it to me.
He always says that. Every project, like, stitch this for me. Oh, I'm going to die before I get it.
So it's got, here's a Westie here, up here. No cats in it, just all dogs. And that took a while. I'll take a picture of it and put it on, phone can put it on here. I do actually have other finishes, believe it or not. But what I really wanted to show y'all, I have 2 other finishes. My.
Oh, let's see.
No, I have my hot air balloon that Diane finished this for me, but I did the stitching.
Wow.
So it's my hot air balloon. And then I also, I was working on that other banner. Well, I do have this banner that I finished several years back. This is vintage too. I mean, I was doing this before I moved to Toledo, I think, and I moved here 31 years ago.
I really like the cording.
Thank you. That turned out nicely, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is what I wanted y'all to see that Joe's mama made. I think I'm going to be, oh dear. Oh, that's right. No, that's right. She did the Noel. This is all done, with sequins and stuff. She was in a group of ladies that they would get together and do all these Christmas decorations. So that's the Noel.
That sounds fun. I want to do that.
It's got, and it's felt. It's on felt. So she did that, and we hang that up sometimes. What usually goes over our mantle, and I actually entered these in our show, and even though his mother's been dead since Joe was 20, she won the ribbon.
No, go for her.
The guild had to decide whether it was okay to put something in from somebody that was dead or not, and they agreed. So, and she won I think she got a 3rd place.
Oh,
ribbon for
doing the work.
It was for the Merry Christmas. It was for this. Now let's see if I can get this all to show up or not. It'll be fun trying to put it in the. All right, here's the Merry part, and then all the way to Christmas.
I love how each one is just so different.
Yeah, and again, it's the felt, and then it's got a satin ribbon on the back. Here you are. See, I can get it almost on there. So
that should be our screen grab.
Yeah, I know. We hang it on the fireplace mantle. It drapes from the mantle. I might could put it up there, but Fritzy loves anything that's hanging. So
yeah, my suggestion was above, before you go in your living room, that little strip right at the very top.
Yeah,
if you could get it up there, I think it would be safe.
Well, and Joe was thinking about even back here in the den on the top of the bookcases, like across this window in here where we've got the built-in bookcases. So we shall see. But that's all. I can't hold it up much longer now. My arms are getting tired. But anyway, that's my vintage because she made this. I mean, like I say, she died when he was 20, and that's 50 something years ago. So this is probably, this is well over 50 years old.
And it still looks like it was just done.
Yeah, it does really. It's stayed. I wouldn't, boy, I'm very careful with this. I do not want anything to happen to it on my watch.
No.
We
I
don't
won't
want
be
to.
responsible for that.
Exactly, exactly. So I try to be very careful even packing it back up. But I had him get it out of the closet for me today. I said, oh, I need you to get that down. Oh, that's icicles. Okay. That's all my vintage for Christmas related vintage.
Nice. I have three pieces that I rescued from a thrift store, and two of them, I'm not sure that they're necessarily vintage, but they are, somebody cross-stitched them and finished them. I thought they were really cute. So the first one is this Santa.
Oh, cute.
It's got a little thing. And I knew they were handmade because you can slightly see the stitching on the bottom. And so as soon as I saw like the hand stitch, I was like, I have to have that. Like somebody made that. It has to be rescued. And so it kind of looks like a prairie schooler Santa to me.
That's what I was thinking. You might check with Maria about that because, you know, that's her goal in life is to get all of those stitched.
Yeah, so she'll know for sure.
Yes.
And then the other one is another prairie school, I think a prairie school Santa.
I think they are. Yeah.
And this one I thought was really cute. I like his beard. And so they must have been made by the same person because they're finished the same. They're on the same fabric, about the same size.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine just like giving these to a thrift store, but you know, they're safe now.
Yes, they
so
are.
to put those back on our tree. Then this one, Dad, if you're watching, this is for you. So I guess surprise, I rescued this guy, and it's a goose.
Cool.
My dad loves ducks and basically any type of duck, so the goose counts. And it's finished in this beautiful red plastic frame. It's got some lace on the top, and it's stitched really nicely. So the second I saw that, I was like, oh, gotta get that for Dad. So here you go, Dad.
Are you going to leave the lace bow, or would you make one more manly, like a blue, a green, or a red for your dad?
Yeah, I was actually thinking of cutting out the goose because there's a little bit of a stain right over here and over here, and it's not showing up on here thankfully, but in person I was going to get one of those tied to go sticks, and if that didn't take it out because it's on just the fabric, not the stitching, then I think I'll cut this out, put some felt on the back, and make it an actual ornament.
Oh, cool.
Which
that would be
maybe
neat.
I should do anyway because I feel like that would be easier for them to display at Christmas.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
I'm so excited.
That is nice.
And then the last one was finished for me by my aunt back maybe when I was, my parents would know for sure, but I think like 6 or 7, like super young. And so she used to cross stitch. I'm not sure, I don't think she cross stitches anymore, but she did a wonderful job on this deer.
Oh, that's pretty.
So she's got the back stitching in there, some lace. On the back, she put a piece of cardboard, so it's just like super well done. And I was looking, now that I actually stitch, I appreciate it even more than I did when I was a kid. And so I was looking at the X's and I was like, oh my God, they're perfect little tiny X's. And so I messaged her recently and was like, remember that ornament? I still have it. And if you'll believe it, I appreciate it even more now.
There you go. Tell her you did good, Aunt.
Exactly. Yep. So that I love. She's also got some French knots in there, which maybe it'll show up when I do the picture, but I was super impressed by it. Hangs on our tree every single year. And yeah. So if you're watching and you have a favorite stitched ornament, let us know maybe what it's about, what it is. If you're in our Facebook group, come over there and share. I would love to see it, and I'm sure Marianne would too.
Definitely.
Um, One other question I had for everybody is, would you be interested, I haven't run this by Marianne yet, so I guess surprise, in us, one or both of us, doing a whip parade? I think that might be quite a few for Marianne over the years, so yeah, she'll have to really think about if she wants to get them out. I know I would love to see Marianne's whip parade, but I also know that they are time intensive, so we'll think about it. But let us know in the comments down below if that's something you would even be interested in, so that way we make sure we're showing you what you want to see, but also not spending hours if you don't want to see
Now, let me
it.
understand what this entails, please. This entails me getting out all my works in progress and showing off, oh yes, this one I started such and such, and this one I started such and such, and this one I started such and such. Okay.
Yep.
I do
So
have
even
some
if you
of
don't
them
know when you
written down.
started it, just
Yeah.
sort of pulling them all out so you could see everyone, like maybe a picture of what the project should look like, where you're at. I know even myself, I have quite a few, so it's daunting. But I do think it could be fun, especially in your case where you have some of the more vintagey ones and things
Yeah.
probably people haven't ever seen before, and it would be fascinating to see those.
Let me see what my notes on my phone says I have, just out of curiosity.
Oh, you have a count?
One day I went through to decide where things were, like
Mm-hmm.
kits and other stash. So I've got, let's see, I've got things where things are hiding out, you know, that
Mm-hmm.
sort of thing. And then, yeah, I've got a list. Yeah, there's a lot.
I haven't counted yet. I'm not sure if I want to count and let my husband know or not. Not
Yeah.
sure if I want to let myself know, but
Well,
maybe that'll motivate me to continue working on whips and not necessarily just starting something.
that's always a possibility. That's always, you know, I could do some of this, you know, I wouldn't want to bore people with it. But just in one bag, I've got several petite projects from guild programs, a needlepoint kit from the Smithsonian National Museum of American History, which is a kitten and a teacup, cornucopia needlepoint kit from Winterthur, the gold collection, The Finery of Nature County Cross Stitch by Pamela Sillen Palmers for Dimensions, a Frank Lloyd Wright design, which is different from the one that's in here and different
Of
from the
course.
one you just brought me, which I forgot to get out and show people. And that was Playhouse Window, which was a gift from Carrie for me. So that's just several right there in just one tote bag. So there we
I
go.
believe it.
Yeah, yeah. So
Got
yeah,
my own
there's
tote
quite a
bag.
bit. There's quite a bit, and I have to list which room they're in too. I've got some in the dining room, some in the living room, some in the closet in the front bedroom, some in a bag back here. So Joe says, you know, he's glad I let him live in my house. So
Well, that's how we could do it. Be like
which
living
room?
room whips or behind the
Yeah,
chair whips.
that works. That's about how it's situated. I
Oh
think
my
we can do
gosh.
that. Well, Fawn and I were talking. I told her, I've seen, you know, on some of the people we watch on Facebook or on Flosstubes and such, but on Facebook and some of the different groups, I've seen where people say, oh, I've got this wheel and I decide which thing I'm going to work on, or maybe I'm just going to spend 10 hours a week stitching this particular one. Because I said, I've got a lot of different ones I'd like to do. And so it's, and then you see something new, you know, and then it's like, oh, I want to do that one. I would like to start that. What the heck with all these old ones? Let me start
Oh
this one.
yeah, I will not be participating in No New Starts 2021. That's not for me.
Who's got that going? Somebody else got that
Yeah,
going?
quite a few people. Is it, oh shoot, I'm totally forgetting her name. Sheila from Sunshine Stitchers. She has
Okay,
no new starts. I'm not, I think EJ is still doing
okay,
starts, but I'm not
okay.
positive.
Yeah.
I want to say Carolyn Zook isn't doing no new
Oh,
starts,
might
but
be.
I'm
Yeah.
not positive. I think there's quite a few people that are trying not to start things next year.
Oh, well, I figure, you know, we have to help that economy get built back up again.
Exactly. especially with all those people not starting things, we need to start things.
We need to.
Oh, goodness.
Follow
Well, anyway, no, we're just rambling at this point. So we
Oh.
hope you enjoyed. Like we said, let us know below what your favorite ornaments are. If you would like to see us do whip parades or behind the chair tote bag whips, whichever it may be. And I think this is our last video for 2020. So we will.
Note, I have
Yeah.
a little note here. Happy holidays, happy holidays. May the merry wish keep coming. Happy holidays to you. That's not the right words, but sounds like hush her up, hush her up.
No, it's wonderful. When somebody sings to me, I never know what to do with myself because I like it, but I'm like, do I move my hands? Do I sit here? Like, I don't know what to do. So
well, I will do this because when will we be? We won't be doing it again before New Year's, will we? Are we not?
I think our 2 weeks would be like just after New Year's Eve. I'm pretty sure.
Nope.
No?
I don't think so. Hold on just a minute. Today is the 15th. So if we do next week, you're wanting to skip 2 whole weeks? Yeah. The 22nd is next week, and then the 29th is the.
Oh, okay, the 29th.
Week. Yeah. She
so
hadn't counted
maybe we'll surprise you and we'll be here on the 29th or the 30th, but maybe it'll be pushed back because I'm on vacations from work.
Okay.
So we'll see what's happening.
Good old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgotten, days of old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. What is it? We'll sing a joy of joy and skill. I can't remember the words anymore.
I don't know. I can't help.
She'll cut this piece out, believe me.
Only if you require it. Otherwise, this is staying in.
Then let's sing something fun. Let's dashing through the snow. We're due some tomorrow on a 1-horse open sleigh, or the ground we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to laugh and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a 1-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a 1-horse open sleigh. Da-da. Roscoe went running out of the room. He's not sure what Mama's doing.
Oh my gosh. Well, on that note, everybody have a wonderful, safe holiday. Yes. And if we don't see you before 2020, we hope you enjoy, or before 2021, we hope you enjoy the rest of 2020, and we're looking forward to a bright 2021. See you soon.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye-bye.